Child abductions are something you never want to even think about, especially when it comes to your own child. But here at C.O.B.R.A Self-Defense, they have amazing programs to help you and your children be prepared in case the unthinkable ever did happen. So Sydney, can you tell us a little bit, first of all, what C.O.B.R.A is as a whole?
Okay, C.O.B.R.A Self-Defense, we're a global brand. We're in over 30 countries around the world. We're helping against human trafficking in South Africa and things like that. So this is really important to us. And for our kids program, we do a lot of scenario training with them. We take them through drills, we take them through live scenarios, and we're going to give you an example of that here shortly of what that is. You know, a child is much lighter, they're weaker, they're impressionable, they can be tricked into helping a stranger, and they have good intentions, but the stranger doesn't. So we have to give them the tools to equalize the situation. And at C.O.B.R.A, we don't teach them how to fight, we teach them how to survive. So that's kind of our kids program in a nutshell. When we do the scenario training, that is to help them function under that stress. When they get attacked or something, a bully or something like that, they have to be able to handle that. So kind of like the roller coaster analogy, right? They go over the roller coaster the first time, you've got white knuckles, you're screaming, your eyes are closed, and you're just trying to survive. And you get to the camera, the picture, that they take a picture of you, and you look scared to death, right? So after a few times, you're sitting there and you're smiling, you got your thumbs up, and you're learning how to deal with that stress. So our scenarios that we do, that teaches them to deal with that stress. So that's what we'll show you today.
Yeah, so you're going to give us a little glimpse, but first of all, why is it important if someone says, oh, I have a child, why would you prompt them to sign them up for a class like this?
Well, the C.O.B.R.A system is a reality-based system. It isn't a traditional martial art program. They're not going to come in and learn to kick and break boards. This is all law enforcement based. So with this, they're learning that real life stuff. And so to get them in and get them inoculated to that stress, that's the important thing. And we can give them the tools. And when they leave our class, they are smiling, sweating, and they're feeling empowered by what they've learned in this class.
All right, well, let's go ahead and start a demonstration.
Sounds good. All right, so this is a scenario of an abduction. This represents a van has pulled up to the side of the road, jumped out, and goes up to grab a child, and you can see how quickly it can happen. Go ahead. That was 2.3 seconds from the sidewalk to the van. If a child doesn't know how to defend that.
Right, caught off guard,
Exactly. Good, Alexis. Go, Ben. Come on, Alexis. That's it, good.
So obviously in that demonstration we saw what could go wrong if they didn't know what to do, but then how are they able to break free based on the things that you've been able to teach them?
Right, with them working with this and getting that muscle memory to learn how to react quickly, because as we saw, time is of the essence. So when they're grabbed, they've got to rely on that training because they don't have time to think it through. And as you could see, they quickly got out of it and were safe and used their voice to draw attention. That's the main thing, is surviving, not fighting.
So we've talked now about what happens if a child's being dragged to a car. What happens once they get to the car? If they make it to that point, how can they sort of prevent being abducted at that point?
Right. Okay, so the important thing now is to make a big a scene as possible. You want to draw attention, you want people to help. And as the abductor, you want to cause him a lot of trouble, because if the child does that, then the child's not worth that anymore. They want to escape and get away. So the first thing is, James, if you are running up to the car, you're going to wrap your arms around the door frame, and he's going to latch on really tight, and he's going to yell and scream and try to draw all kind of attention, because if he's here, I have to try to pull him off, which slows me down, and that's the worst thing that the abductor wants. So hop off, sir. If you don't have this and the window's up, all right, hop up, Alexis. Then you would, it's called a windshield wedge, okay? She gets in, I have to try to fight to pull her out. And again, she's screaming, yelling, getting all kind of attention to try to get help. Okay, again, we're slowing down the abductor.
So it's really practical ways to use the vehicle for your advantage.
Exactly. And if we can stop the abductor quickly and make him have to fight, even though the child is much weaker, we slow him down and give a much better chance of survival.
So obviously we just saw some very realistic, very sad demonstrations, but you equip the kids with ways to prevent being abducted, and obviously your classes go so much more in depth. So how can people learn more about what you guys offer?
Okay, well, we teach everything from basic blocks and strikes to anti-bullying, a long program on that. And again, anti-abduction, we talk about everything that a child would need to know as far as self-defense goes. And again, they leave here sweating, smiling, having fun. In today's world, our kids don't move a lot. They're in video games and things like that, so they come in here and get a lot of exercise. So from here through September, we've got a special going on, 4 weeks for $69, and that gets them their t-shirt and their pants, and they can start their program and become empowered.
That's awesome. For more information about C.O.B.R.A Self-Defense for Kids, you can visit them at 14805 Forest Road, Suite 231, or give them a call at 434-386-1547, and visit them online at cobradefenseva.com.